What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dad Paul. Y'all already know who it is. Episode 13. We are here, man. Been about 2 weeks since I last recorded my last episode with Just Real. You know, he actually pushed his entrepreneurship class back to April. So if y'all didn't have the opportunity to watch that episode, y'all had the opportunity to just click the link in my bio and y'all can actually recap on what happened or what was discussed in episode 12 through his entrepreneurship and his mentorship, his appliances, things of that sort. One thing I want to mention is R.Kelly. I want to mention Robert Kelly. I want to mention the man who had the world in his palms when he dropped Trapped in the Closet. You know, everyone was saying, him be trapped in the closet, and now he's trapped in jail right now. And everyone is making this some type of mockery, you feel me? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anyone to look at like, Dad, what the, like, yo, Dad, like, you really sit here defending this guy? No, I'm not defending this guy. But one thing I will say is this, the bull black, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm not saying what he allegedly did is right, because I would look like a clown for saying that. But one thing I will say is, we always preach this, yo, man, how y'all automatically gonna say he guilty? They ain't proved this, they ain't proved that. So what we saying, he guilty because of what we think? At the end of the day, he's innocent until proven guilty. Main man beat his cases in the past when he had beat 14 counts of child abuse or child whatever, you feel me? Something regarding to him having sex with a minor or someone under the age of 17 or things in that sort. Now, he recently just had an interview with CBS this morning with Gayle and Gayle King, I believe, but Gayle, and he basically was showing his emotions, showing his rage, and showing his frustrations that the world is attacking this man. The man has yet to even, you know, share his comments on what happened or what transpired, you know. Lifetime came out with a 6-series documentary with 50 women being interviewed speaking on their experience with R.Kelly. You know, multiple women were saying, hey, you know, he's a good guy, he's this, he's that. And then you had a lot of different women saying he was abusive, he was this, he was that. And now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, just like I just had this conversation off camera, where are the parents? At the end of the day, I need y'all to pay attention. I don't want y'all to just look at the Instagram clips of a minute of him standing up, losing his damn mind, or just, you know, expressing himself. I need y'all to watch the whole interview. It was a question that Gayle asked him. She said, I know you have daughters. Now let's say if one of your daughters were in a predicament with a guy that is allegedly doing the same thing you are doing, what are you gonna do? This man said, I'm gonna go up and blow this mother up. That's exactly what he said. You feel me? He repeatedly said it, saying that if it's any way or anyhow his daughter is being harmed by a man that's a pedophile or doing anything in that regard that he's allegedly accused of doing, he's going to do something about it. Non-stop. You got multiple parents that's sitting back in front of the press telling them, well, I feel as though my daughter is brain. Yo, I want to be real professional in this episode because I'm not going to curse at all. But miss me with that. Like, miss me with that. At the end of the day, if you're a father, yo, and you have a daughter and whatever, and your daughter is going through this, I don't care what you're talking about, yo. Like he said, I will put myself in a position so I can arrest myself, yo. Why would he put himself in this position once again when he's known? He's known for this. He's known for, I'm going to piss on you. He's known for that, yo. Remember Dave Chappelle made that parody about that? Like, come on, y'all. He just said out his mouth, why would I lock these females up? Why would I do this? Why would I do that? And now a lot of y'all probably sitting here like, yo, if he didn't do it, why would he say something? He says something because a lot of y'all are accusing him. You feel me? Y'all not going to have the opportunity to see him vent like he did. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I'm just looking at it like I may be too pro-black. I may be too pro-black. Because I'm just looking at it like they trying to take down our iconic stars, yo, one by one, yo. Like, this is real rap, yo, one by one. Like I said, I'm not defending this. Like, we were so quick to jump on this Jussie Smollett. You know, what they got in common? Chicago, you feel me? Chicago PD, you feel me? Before I jump on the Chicago PD though, R.Kelly just got booked right after he dropped that interview. Wow, $161,000 in child support he didn't pay. Now you come on, bro, come on. I gotta scratch my dreads with this one. I can't even scratch my head, but I gotta scratch my locks with this one. One thing I'm trying to figure out is, it took y'all this long to arrest this man, so y'all waited till his total got to $161,000 to say, you know what, let's get him. Versus y'all just randomly grabbing Bull after he missed maybe 4 or 5 payments. Y'all wait until y'all can't get anything. Y'all, matter of fact, I'm stumbling over my words. Y'all don't have enough evidence to book this guy, so y'all trying to find anything to get this man in jail. They did the same thing with OJ. Main man, he got acquitted. They said, all right, cool. We're going to get this man for trying to steal his memorabilia. He sat for that. Now we're going to try to get this man to sit for child support. This is R. Kelly, y'all. Like, I'm not saying he get a pass for that, but this is R. Kelly. I need y'all to think real quick, yo. Like, just think about this real fast. You know, we got the Jussie Smollett situation. I'm going to switch it over to Jussie Smollett with this Chicago PD. A lot of people, including myself, was sitting back thinking, like, damn, dog, Jussie frauding on camera. He lying. He crying. Like, he's an actor, so he can cry. He can do all this. He's very believable. Like, he was one of my favorite actors on Empire. Keep it a bean. You feel me? Until the joint started dying down, I started watching it. But when he, excuse me, when he actually said that he was randomly attacked and he recognized the guys and this, that, and the third, boom, all right. I'm like, all right, this don't sound right. And then they said that he paid these attackers to attack him. Okay, that don't sound right. Because he really didn't look hurt. They did a job trying to hurt this guy, to be honest with you. If he got paid $3,500 for 2 people to attack 1 person, you know. The point I'm making, that came out to be a lie. He didn't pay them to attack him. He paid them to actually train them to be fit, for him to be fit, like them, allegedly. You know, TMZ reported that, just like TMZ reported that he got jumped. You know, so we don't know what to believe, right? You know, so let's say if Jussie Smollett was telling the truth this whole time. Let's just say, and Chicago police, who we hate the police, twisted our whole mind up. And we sit here as black people, like, damn, we just did this to 2 people. What you mean 2 people? R. Kelly. Let's say if he beat this again, like he did the first time. What we gonna say? He did it. What we gonna say? Because I'm gonna tell y'all what we gonna say. God forbid he passes away. He passed away, they're going to drop a story or a documentary, right, about something that he got acquitted of, just like they're doing with the king of pop, Michael Jackson. The man can't even speak on his behalf of what the hell is going on. Main man been dead for 10 years, yo, in August. And they're trying to say, once again, this man was a molester, was a child molester. Like, what? Like, how many times do he got it? He can't even do anything. He already beat this in trial. You feel me? At the end of the day, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. You know, you got people that he allegedly touched, got on the trial or got on a stand and said he didn't do anything back in the day. Now, what y'all want to do? Switch up the story? Y'all don't have enough money no more? Michael Jackson's not alive? They support y'all? Like, what is going on? Now, instead of his family, because his family can't do anything. His family is older, and they're just worried about keeping their name alive, I feel. And they're trying their best to protect the Jackson name. But at the end of the day, it's crazy because it's like Sony just recently, I'm not sure if y'all know this, Sony recently just bought the Jackson estate of his publishing. Before he died, he bought the publishing from Sony. You know, that included the Beatles, included all these different people, right? Okay, excuse me. Now I'm looking at it like, Michael Jackson is an icon. Why are we trying to backtrack on something that he was acquitted for. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. When people, yes, white people get acquitted in jail, and the black community is in an uproar, what do? We sit back and rage. We're frustrated, right? And then after a month, 2, maybe a year, we look at it, and if someone say, yo, George Zimmerman, for example, oh yeah, that's George Zimmerman, the man who killed Trayvon Martin, unfortunately. He got acquitted. We can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So why are we doing this with our black celebrities? And we're allowing it to happen. Like, we are. We're allowing it to happen. You know, like, y'all might not agree with me. Like, at the end of the day, I don't expect y'all to agree with me. I don't expect y'all to agree with anything that I'm saying. At the end of the day, y'all have your own opinion. And if y'all do, that's great. But if y'all don't, it's expected. But at the end of the day, I just feel as though it's wrong. You know, I feel as though we need to start looking at ourselves a little bit more, because a lot of people is judgmental, you know, instead of actually doing their research on certain things. Including myself, you know. That's why I'm so big on researching. That's why I'm so big on speaking on certain things I have knowledge on, instead of making myself look like a fool, you know. Because at the end of the day, my main objective is to give y'all some type of insight of what's going on. And before I continue to bring on my guests, I would like to actually mention this one thing. A couple episodes ago, I had mentioned a lady named Jacqueline Smith, a Baltimore engineer. She was attacked and killed by a panhandler. If I have it, I might give you $1 or whatever. Just for me to think I'm reaching to give you something and someone's trying to kill me, yo. Shit had me having second thoughts, to be honest with you. Y'all gotta watch yourselves out here, man. It's dangerous out here, man. This lady had 2 sons, one in school and one in the Coast Guard. To find out your mom died for helping someone. Come to find out, it was her husband and stepdaughter, or daughter-in-law. It says stepdaughter. Daughter-in-law, that set the murder up. You know, the man got on camera and said that it was a guy assisting a lady with a baby who ran up and said, can I speak? Can I tell your wife thank you? The man reached over and said thank you and stabbed her and killed her and ran off. This is what the guy told the people on the news. Main man was just sitting there, had no type of sympathy or anything. Like, he didn't seem emotional at all. The daughter is just sitting there crying, trying to get a Tyler Perry job. Like, that's how she just looked, like trying to act like she was doing a terrible job crying and all that. I'm not saying you gotta cry a certain way, but she just didn't look like she was real. And come to find out, they're booked. And at the end of the day, I ain't the type person that wish this type of stuff on anyone, but they deserve what they got. That's real, man. Like, how you do that, yo? How you do that? But I want to bring the mood back around, because I just want to get that real stuff out the way. I want to talk to y'all about some real stuff. Some real stuff is tutoring. Tutoring is something that's been around for a long time. I'm 27, and I'm pretty sure it's been around for about 30, 40, maybe 50 years. You know, they probably had a different name, maybe called assistants or things in that sort. I'm not sure. But I ran into this guy through a mutual friend, my man Derek, a few months ago. You know, he told me, he said, yo, Dad, man, I would like for you to meet this guy. Him and his girlfriend have a company, a business, and they have multiple topics and different things that they like to work on with children. They tutor children, they assist them with a lot of different things, and I feel as though they'll be a great addition to your show as far as you speaking to them giving some type of awareness to the community, you know, for kids and parents and things in that sort. So I looked into it. I seen Take Action Tutoring on Instagram. I seen a lot of different videos. I seen a lot of different happy children. And a lot of people don't realize, you know, when you have tutoring sessions, a lot of children feel pressured. A lot of children are bored. Because I was a person that needed tutoring in science. I hated science. That's why I didn't become an engineering major. I love math, but I hate science. I didn't have the time to learn. But at the end of the day, I had some assistance in science, and I exceeded in science. The point I'm making is, you have African Americans, I like to say all the time, Black-owned business that actually are taking the time out to assist and help your children. A lot of people are afraid to admit that tutoring is needed in a household in 2019. Why? Because we have this thing called social media. I don't have my phone because I'm on live right now. It's called social media. People care about who's looking at you. Why is that? Now, why are we caring about who's looking at us instead of us caring about us monitoring our children looking up to us? We worried about the wrong thing. But before I keep chapping, I'm about to bring them on and bring them on. Yeah, everybody, it's your boy Deadfall. We back. I just told y'all that we having a special guest. We have two special guests, the CEOs of Take Action Tutoring, you know, Patrice, and also, how could we forget, Charles? You feel me? How y'all doing today?
How you doing, man?
How you doing, miss? How you doing today, man? It's a pleasure to have y'all here today, man. Actually, I appreciate y'all stopping by for episode 13 of the Deadfall Show. I wanted to reach out to y'all for some time because I noticed that y'all doing something real positive in the community. Y'all have a tutoring company, and that's something that I don't see that many people have, especially Black people. You know, can y'all like elaborate on like what motivated y'all to start a tutoring company?
So we were sitting in the house one day, and we said to ourselves, look, a lot of people doing different things, doing this, you know, selling clothes and this and that, which is a good thing. But we want to do something different. Want to give back to the community. We're also helping kids. We really love what we do, and we tell all the parents out there, listen, we do it from the heart. Not just, we don't just shove a paper in their face and tell them to do the work. No, we get them up, get them active, and get them alert. We give them snacks. We take them on trips. We also took everybody a gift on Christmas, door to door. That's what we do, and that's what we about. And we ain't never going to go away. We're here to stay, and we're up in the community in Philadelphia, and we got y'all for life.
I like to hear that. So now, by you saying that, do y'all have any children or anything?
No.
Okay, now I wanted to figure out, like, it's something now, by you saying that a lot of people sell clothes and y'all trying to find y'all niche. Like, what is different about us is going to stand out?
Yes.
Now, by you saying everything is from the heart, like, is this something that motivated y'all to say, you know what, man, I'm going to just start my own company? Meaning, like, was there an experience or anything?
All right, so I'm a first grade teacher, and by me being a teacher, I noticed that a lot of kids need help, and it's only usually one teacher in the classroom with about 30 kids. So the teacher cannot get to those low kids because she has to worry about everybody else. And then most of our parents work at night, they can't help with the homework, and we just partner together to make sure that we can help these kids that need help, that might not have the opportunities to get help in school or at home.
And to piggyback what you said, I once was laid off on my job at PHA. So that also gave me the motivation in saying, listen, I'm working for somebody that I don't even know that cuts my checks. I think I can do the same thing he could do, but with kids. And that motivated me right there when I got laid off, that I can do my own business and do my own thing, but also help people so they can have a better future.
Right, I like to hear that, man, honestly. Now, with that being said, do y'all have an LLC and things of that sort? Like, are y'all like an establishment where y'all can compete with different tutoring services and things of that sort?
As far as our techniques, yes, but we are just a year in.
Okay.
So we're still working on different things that we need to work on, learning different things, and getting our business going.
Yeah, you know, we want more people to see it. You know, not just people in Philadelphia and in the schools. We want people to see it, like senators, try to get grants, grants for kids and parents that can't afford the tutoring service. That's big on us. So if anyone out there seeing this right now, listen, we need everyone help. We want this to be a big family. It's not just about us or just about tutoring kids. This is a whole family. We need the whole Philadelphia to back us so we can back y'all.
Now, when I was saying that as far as the LLC and things in that sort, I was just saying that because, you know, a lot of people may be interested in your services, and they may be trying to find you guys online and things in that sort. That's why I was asking that question. Now, to get back to that, to get back to the kids, I noticed a lot of videos on Instagram that y'all have kids excited, motivated, and encouraged. And by you being a first grade teacher, did you like help Charles like become, you know, acclimated with children, or you just have that, or you just naturally gifted with that ability?
I helped a little, but he has always worked with children as a TSS worker, so
solid.
So he knows the ins and outs. Okay. So us together was just like a kaboom. Like it was, we're on fire. Okay. We're on fire.
Okay. Now that right there is with the assistance with a TSS worker, because I was a TSS worker and still am a TSS worker, working with children. I was working in the 3rd grade class. I used to see how teachers used to deal with multiple personalities at one time, and some TSS workers, a lot of teachers would treat TSS workers like a teacher's aide.
Yes.
You know, but you know, we was only there for one person and one person only. But some of us had, in the kindness of our heart, we would like to help.
Basically, making sure the kid don't knock somebody else's head off.
Exactly. Yeah. In other words, to say the least. But one thing I want to know now, how are your sessions like broken down?
Okay. So we are a one-on-one tutoring company. We tutor by the hour. It's $40 for 1 hour, but payments are every 2 weeks. So you have enough time to get your payments in. Say if your child does 1 hour a week, that's $80 every 2 weeks. We do accept multiple payments. It doesn't matter if you can't afford it this week, but you can afford it next week. We work with you. We're not the type of company that like, no, we need it now. We need it now. We understand different situations. We understand that things happen. And like he said, we are a family. That's first. What else?
I mean, we do have certain rules on like when payment should be. Like if it's it was a late fee, $10 late fee. But usually we work with the kids and the parents like she said. So we're not real lenient on that in the payment. It's all about you guys, but we can't let you guys, you know, not pay at all. But we still, it's all about y'all. So anything that y'all can do to make the payments, even if anybody, from your grandmom, your grandparents, we deal with grandparents, great-grandparents, no matter who you are, we're here to help you. And that's just what it's all about. Payments is only $40 every week, $80 every 2 weeks, $40 a session. If you want more hours, it's $40 again.
I like that. Now, I wanted to ask you this one question. For parents that's out there listening, that's viewing, and that's actually on live, what information can you give these parents that make them feel comfortable when approaching you guys versus another company?
The confidence.
Confidence. I mean, a lot of kids you see today don't have confidence, and confidence is, we use that with everyday life. So I think when you install confidence in a kid, he builds awareness and knowing that like, look, I can do this, I can do that. I do know 2 times 2. I do know 7 times 8. Most of the kids come and be like, I don't know that word. No, you do know that word. And once they realize they know, they be like, oh, because you're smart.
Right. Now, I noticed one thing, like I was going back to the videos, because that's the only proof that I have for their services. Now, it was one video I noticed that I seemed like I was doing some long division, and you were dancing on the side. And that's and it made me laugh, not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, it's good to see, you know, a black male, you know, instructing another African-American child, because that's something that the school system or school district lacks, you know, black men in the school. And I noticed that because, you know, a lot of people seem excited, you know, and it seemed like they are encouraged. The reason I keep saying this, encouraged or excited and motivated, because I know students or children that are embarrassed, that are scared to seek help because they feel as though they may be dumb or stupid or how did we used to call it back in the day, retarded or things, special needs. You know, that's how people used to look at people who needed help. But it's a whole different day and age. It's a different day and age, yo. Everyone needs help with something. Whether it's, you know.
That's why, as what he said, our motto is, asking for help is cool.
Okay, it's really cool.
I love it.
It's really cool.
It's cool,
It's the new thing. It's the new thing, guys.
Asking for help is cool. Asking for help is cool. I repeat, Asking for help is cool.
Right.
And we also have music playing while we tutor. You might not notice we have music playing. So the kids this generation love music. We do what? Watch Me Whip, Nay Nay, all the songs.
Drake, whatever gets you started. We know some kids are bored with education. So look, we all been through it.
That's right.
So we try to trigger something in their body to get them up and trying to learn. When we see that the kid is progressing, do you know how that make us feel? It's a whole new level of greatness that we just installing. We don't even know what we're doing yet.
Right.
We don't even know, man. Listen, we happy what we do, and we got y'all.
I was gonna ask y'all this now. I know y'all a couple and y'all business partners. Do y'all have any other staff, or is just y'all two?
It's just us. We're actually hiring, guys. We are hiring staff.
Okay.
Yes.
Right?
There's a 2-man army so far, but we are hiring one more person. We need one more person because we have over 40 people on the waiting list. And to piggy on that, thank you guys for being patient.
They have a waiting list. Can we just talk about the progression real fast? They're a year in. They started out with 6.
6.
And where we at now?
50.
6 to 50 with 40 on the waiting list. It's a 2 team right here. You feel me? I wanted to know. I wanted to get an example of a struggle or a tough time you had with a student. Or a client or a child where they had to open up, because every child isn't the same. You're a teacher, you can realize that, and you were TSS working and you realize that. So, like, what is a time where you can get a child to open up, like be comfortable, to be able to trust you guys? Do y'all have any example or anything?
All right, well, I'll say it was a time when we had one kid, right? We had one kid, and we told him to do the math. So I was like, there's certain ways we use certain techniques with math. We don't just like, what's 7 times 9? We always got a technique for something. I think techniques work well on kids.
Thanks.
So
Major.
It's a major situation that you have to do with kids.
Right.
Techniques is a big problem. So there's one kid I had when I had him roll over 7 times and roll back 7 times to realize that 7 times 7, that's how only way he got 49.
Right.
If you said 7 times 7, he wouldn't know 49. Only way he knew was 49 by movement and getting him adrenaline rolling. And that's what we try to teach, getting up and getting moving. It might get your body into wanting to do education.
Right, okay.
I had a student who had an F in math and reading. So the teacher did not understand what was wrong, how to get the student to interact with her, to want her to want to learn. Soon as she came to tutoring, we had play her favorite song. We didn't even know it was her favorite song. Play her favorite song. She came in with a smile. Mom said she never saw her smile when it had anything to do with math or reading, ever. This child today has scored the highest in her school with the PSSA.
You heard that?
The highest score in PSSA. Do you know
not
how
a
hard
test.
that test is?
PSSA.
Do you know how hard that test is?
Oh, listen. I ain't trying to be reminded. Like, I'm grown, and I remember like stressing over circling the bubbles and everything in there. I remember that.
And she's in 3rd grade, and she stopped going to tutoring a week before she took the test. So our techniques stay with you. It make you want to still learn.
Right.
So for her to score that and she's not even getting tutored anymore, says a lot about us.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like, do that make y'all really feel? Cause I know you said like this greatness inside, but like, do that really make y'all feel like, damn, like yo, we just made this kid like feel confident to do this without us being around. That's the main thing.
That's the main
without us
thing.
being around.
I tell everything. We don't even realize what we doing. Most people tutor, but what is the kid doing after the tutoring?
That's the thing, because anybody, you gotta think about it. I don't mean to cut you off. Anybody can participate or get it there. Because when you leave, you're like, what? I forgot what they say.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like,
so that's why we say we are 24 hours. We even help kids at 11 o'clock at night. If a parent would text us and say, hey, this is a problem my kid can help her with, hey, Patrice, wake up. Let's get this problem before we go to sleep.
Right.
This happened last night.
Right.
And people don't understand, we really tutor most of our kids for 1 hour once a week. And they're going from F's to A's. 1 hour a week, like 1 hour a week.
And I understand, not 2.
1 hour a week.
Right.
We have some kids we only had for 2 weeks. That means it's only 2 hours, 2 sessions,
Right.
and he jumped 3 grade reading levels.
And it's just both of y'all. That's the thing.
it's just
That's the thing that's amazing me. Like, I mean, like a lot of people may not be catching up to what y'all saying. These 2 people, you know, a black-owned business. They just started a year ago. They're hiring. They're already having children excited with reading and math scores that's jumping from F's to A's, you know, on top of reaching the highest PSA level in their school, things in that sort. They're taking the strategies that they're learning, fun, dancing, movement, momentum strategies that's sticking with children. They're actually taking the time outside of their jobs to assist these children on a late night. You know, $40 for 1 hour. $40 for 1 hour. Hold on. $40 for 1 hour. 2 hours. 1 hour 1 week, 1 hour the other week. $80 every 2 weeks because they are human and they realize that people get paid bi-weekly and they're working with you. You know, you have multiple cash payments. We have PayPal. We have Cash App. Everybody asking for Cash App. Which I say $40 for Cash App, right? It's $40 for an hour.
And it's free. It's free to test your child when they first come with us. A lot of tutoring services, you have to pay them to test their child.
Okay, now
it's free. Ours is free.
Ours free.
To see what level they're on. That's what we test them for. To see what level they're on. It's free.
Okay, I did want to ask this though, because people that may be interested may be like, why didn't you ask this? What topics do y'all cover?
It's really on the need of the child.
Wow.
Whatever the parent wants us to do, that's what we do. And then after we test them, we see what level they're on. And hey, mom, I don't think we should be doing that. We need to go back. Take it back. Because he's not there just yet.
Okay.
We need to start from the beginning.
Okay, now another thing, homework. Do y'all help with homework? What type of assignments or things that y'all do? Like, do y'all just randomly come out with worksheets for the?
Oh, no worksheets.
Okay.
Oh.
No worksheets. So our whole thing is get up and get active.
Yes.
Okay. I like
no
that.
worksheets. That's what the school system does. No worksheets.
Right.
So we get them up and get them active. No worksheets.
We do techniques based off of what they're learning in school.
Right.
Okay.
So if they're having a math test coming up, we look at the math that they're doing. Then we get them up doing that math, have races and do stuff like that.
Like what
the
you
music
said,
playing.
because most of us, we start off with homework. Like they got homework, we say, you got homework, let's start the homework. Then let's attack what you're working on for the next test. So if you got a math test coming up on Wednesday and we tutor you on Monday, hey, bring that to tutoring so we can help you with that, prepare you for that test.
That's a major fact. That's a major fact. Now, how were the parents' reaction to you guys?
Good.
All great. I mean, we have some people that disagree with certain things we do, or at certain times. But for the most part, all great response, all good feedback, and that's what we want. We want you to give us negative feedback too, so we can see how we can get better. So we don't take that as a negative at all.
Right now, where can these guys find you guys at, or like how can they, reach out to you guys and things of that sort?
Instagram. I'll say mostly Instagram, but we have a phone number, 215-510-9949.
Say it again.
215-510-9949.
Okay.
You can reach us there, or you can reach us on Instagram at Live For Me.
Take _action _tutoring _.
Right now, is there anything you would like to, tell the audience about your tutoring services?
Yes. Well, I'll start off by saying, first of all, we appreciate everybody from a year ago, 6 months ago, from the fundraiser for helping us. You guys did that and helped us. So we want to give back to y'all, and we appreciate everything. Parents, do not be shy to take your kid education serious. We are here, and we are here to help.
Yes. And please take action. That's our motto. Please take action. And asking for help is what?
Cool.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with asking for help, because then someone be like, you can ask it. I'll be like, yes, I know. I'm going to ask you as many questions as possible. You feel me?
Yes.
Well, y'all already know how that go. Charles, Deb Hall. Y'all already know Patrice. Take Action Tutoring. Episode 13. Y'all already know how it go. They posed for y'all, too.